Hello to my channel Chinese Star. Today we will bring you the following hot and exciting news.
Unsolved mystery in the skit circle. Are they really a couple? The fifth pair's kissing scene exceeded the limit. In this era of skit rampant, pairs of CPs frequently appear on stage, catching the audience off guard. The 5 limited couples that have been popular recently have not only made the sugar-eating party crazy, but also triggered heated discussions on the entire network. Are they really a couple? The first pair is set as a campus first love, and there are sparks as soon as their eyes meet. The second pair staged a fake play for real, and the tidbits are sweeter than the main film. The third pair is a strong woman and weak man character setting, flirting and teasing each other and making the audience laugh. The fourth pair has a full plot reversal, and there is even a former surf field. And in the fifth pair, the kissing scene directly exceeded the limit, and the emotions are so strong that people can't help but doubt, is this just acting? Many netizens said, "It's too real, I can't tell the reality from the plot." Some fans also turned out Reuters photos and offline interactions to try to find clues. But the main creative team has remained silent, leaving suspense and triggering greater heat. The charm of the short play lies not only in its fast pace and dense plot, but also in this limited sweetness that is difficult to distinguish between true and false. Real couple? Fake couple? Perhaps the answer is not important. What is important is that we have eaten the most sweet Yulong x Yang Yilu, orthopedic taboo meal replacement. The wealthy family fights for inheritance, blood is misplaced, and a dangerous game that starts from brother and sister quietly unfolds. On the surface, Yulong is a cold-blooded and abstinent adoptive brother. In order to consolidate his status as heir, he proposed the absurd proposal to marry his adopted sister. But who knows, the weak and obedient little white rabbit Yang Yilu is no longer a chess piece at his mercy. On the night of the engagement, the atmosphere was tense. Yulong whispered and bit her earlobe, breathing hot, "Call me husband, then stop." The tone was dangerous and coaxing. The next second, Yang Yilu snared and pulled his tie with her backhand, with precise force. "You beg me." There was no longer obedience in her eyes, but a rose with thorns, proud and deadly. From then on, the wind direction reversed. She pointed out the key points at the meeting of the wealthy and powerful, forcing a group of shareholders to retreat, but he was willing to clear obstacles for her behind her back, just because she held his lifeline, a paternity test report, in a heart that had long been obsessed with her. Sweet and cruel interweaving, desire and taboo dancing together. He set up a trap in the name of brother, and she broke the trap as a sister. You think he is in control of the overall situation, but in fact he has already been deeply trapped in her counterattack and tenderness. They are the most dangerous limited couple. Sisters who have been dominated by Wang Jejuk Shen Haonan recently, raise your hands. They will hit the wall at the slightest disagreement, and the tension is full as soon as they go online. Who cannot be crazy about this setting of enemies turning lovers? But don't think that this is the only treasure CP, there is a whole universe of short dramas waiting for you to unlock. The sickly prince in the turbulent times of power and intrigue X the cold-blooded female assassin. He has a crazy aura and is willing to rebel and usurp the throne for her. She licks blood on the edge of a knife, but she can't let go of the madman who smiled and said, "I'll give you the world." The wolf dog assistant in the urban workplace X the queen president. He is her close tool man, who protects her from bad peach blossoms during the day, but becomes her exclusive boyfriend who whispers to her bedside to coax her to sleep at night. Who knows that when the wolf dog acts coquettishly, the queen also falls? The double reborn couple joins forces for revenge, missed in the previous life, and in this life, they are doing business and falling in love. They abuse the scum while talking about love, and they are taking revenge while spreading sugar. The sugar is covered with knives and the knives are covered with honey. It's simply too high to extricate oneself. Many popular short dramas are broadcast simultaneously, and dog food is coming in full force. Sisters who eat sugar, please bring your own heart tonic and tissue. Zheng Hooks Han Yutong, the ceiling to public-funded love, it's over. The little white face I raised as the prince of the Beijing Circle female and male over 100 million views in a single day. The whole network is crazy. At the beginning of the plot, Han Yutong, with a halo of poor daughter, coldly and domineeringly kept Zheng Wei, a poor art student who claimed to be poor and destitute. I thought it was just a contractual relationship without disturbing each other, but I didn't expect. He is not poor at all, and his personality is all acting. He is the most difficult prince in the Beijing Circle, the first one to play the pig and eat the tiger. Famous scene explosion episode 27. The sound of water tearing the contract in the bathroom has not stopped, and the ambiguity is full. Han Yutong just said coldly the contract has expired, it's over, and the next second Zheng Wei's wet hair drooped, and he bit her tie directly, his eyes red, and? You dare to take a step and try. The whole network went crazy. I suggest checking Han Yutong. When she was hugged by the prince of the Beijing circle, she smiled secretly. It was not like she was acting. She thought she was the sponsor, but she was counter-tricked, counter-flirted, and counter-eaten from beginning to end. I thought he was my little white face, but I didn't expect that I was his sweetheart. The domineering female acts criticized the male crazily, the setting was reversed, and famous scenes appeared frequently, and every episode made people's heart beat out of control, tempting. You to steal fragrance redemption of the overbearing boss, the extreme tug of seduction and stealing. Uncle Literaturix loved hug, seemingly forced love, but in fact two-way rush to spread sugar at public expense, real couple, sister-brother love, fancy show in the play, no borrowing. Suya's Hank Sun Yu, slap couple literature? Master Jiu, the young mistress got mad again, two strong men fight each other, slapping play goes out of the circle. The business enemy is forced to marry by the family, and on the wedding night, they say harsh words to each other. See who kills who first. Hot search famous scene, Suya's Hun slaps the drunk Sun Yu with a series of slaps, and netizens beg for a slapping class. Marriage in troubled times, the lady wants to escape marriage. Dub and score 8.5. The couple who died tragically in the previous life reborn to abuse the scum, and nailed the enemy into the coffin with their own hands. High energy warning, Suya's Hun blackens and chokes Sun Yu's neck. If you betray me again, we will go to hell together. Question mark. There's a lady in the depths of the white clouds, hidden identity, marriage first, love later. An accidental encounter, contract marriage, and sweet love after marriage. The most precious thing is sweetness. God making shot, grandma's God assist. Wang Jejuk Shen Hei Onan, Jinji Ang Black and Cutful? Mr. H2O, the wife has blocked you again. Chasing wife crematorium. Douyin likes exceeded 3 million. Bai Yu Guang faked his death and returned, but Shen Hei Onan found that he fell in love with the stand-in. It's really fragrant. On the day when Wang Jej brought her baby to remarry, Shen Hei Onan was splashed with red wine when he tried to get married in public. Rose coronation, no female competition, unreduced intelligence, secretly in love for 10 years, waiting for her divorce, and finally the dream came true. They fell in love throughout the whole process. When the truth was revealed at the end, it was so touching that people cried. Netizens commented, it is recommended that the Civil Affairs Bureau weld the love between these two people. By Zinaix Zuyumo, publicly funded show of affection. Gumen Shen Shen Pam Chen Gui Pseudo Orthopedics. The soul is a bit delayed, the heroine is in the body of the hero's younger brother, resolves family embarrassment, helps the heroine's mother escape from the sea of suffering, and has various unnatural social dead scenes with the hero. I was not used to it when I first wore it. I went to the toilet standing, and I had stomach aches every month. Zheo campus crushed away crush on a fake prodigal, starting from ambiguity, to being spoiled to the sky. Sweetness is off the charts, there is no D-man supporting role, just a sweet love, the kind of first love. Which CP pair in this wave makes you the most addicted?
Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to our support channel.